Hello, my name is Sam Kaplar from Tech7 and you are watching Phoneage, and today I bring you an unboxing. I'm fully aware that Phoneage is, of course, revolving around phone news. However, I'm pretty sure that we could probably stretch that to mobile devices in general. I purchased a new toy the other day. The new toy would be this. This is commonly known online as the aPad or the ePad, or there are many different names for it. It's derived from the iRobot. Of course, it's an iPad copy. I decided to buy this because, I don't know, I had the money to blow and I thought that it might be a bit of an interesting purchase just to see what some copycat, mini PCs are like out there. This device cost me about £90. I'm not really sure what I'm going to get for my money in this particular device. However, most of the reviews that I looked up were pretty damn good. I mean, most people said that it was a cheap device. It didn't work amazingly well. However, it worked good enough considering that it was £90 to £100. The device runs Android 1.6. It has apparently been updated to the 1.9. However, I'm not entirely sure because I haven't opened it yet. Let's go ahead and open this up. Oh, some lovely foamy bits there. It's nice to know that everything's going to be moved around nice and safely. Ah, come out! Ah. So, what do you get in the box? You get a user manual, that's not too new, a lovely little note from the seller, a power lead with a foreign plug on it. I'm not entirely sure where that's for, however it does come with this. I'd assume that this slots on like that. Yep. This I've seen in many of the reviews. It looks like it uses the same iPad/iPod connector. It has two USBs there and it also has an Ethernet connector on the end. And then down to the device itself. I think this is it. We can move that out of the way. Too much packaging. So here's the device. It actually looks pretty nice. It's not too bad. Sorry about the glare from my light there. It's got a silver button here, whereas on the listing it had a black one. I'm not entirely sure why that is. And it has a plastic back to it. The listing also said that it had an aluminium back, so I'm going to have to contact them and say that it was wrong. Not really much I can do about that. It has a camera here. No buttons along that side. The power on button there. It has the volume buttons and the menu button. It has a microphone there, an SD card slot for a mini SD. It has the iPod/iPad connector, a headphone jack. It also has the power connector there, and these two things here are apparently the stereo speakers. I personally don't expect the speakers on this to be at all good. However, chances of you listening to music through the speakers on this are extremely low. So let's power it on. It's using this button here. We've got to hold that until it comes on. Oh, it's upside down. So there's the Android logo, and then a little animation, of course. What can you do without an animation? Let's just put it down there. This in particular device apparently has a 450 megahertz processor with 256 megabyte of RAM. We'll see what that's like in a minute. This, it's got the time correct and it's got the date correct, so that's pretty good. Of course, it says it's running Android there, and the screen is locked, so I press, I think, menus up here. That's it, there we go. Unfortunately, that's the best exposure I can get for this. The animation on this isn't the best, but, you know, at the end of the day, considering the specs, how much it cost, it doesn't run too badly. Options here, I'm going to go to settings. And now I'm going to set my wireless here. It just came up with my internet connection. I put in my password and it's now saying that the connection is unsuccessful. Let's go connect to network. I'd assume that is it on now? I don't know. Is it on? Connect to the damn network. So of course, naturally, already having some problems with the Wi-Fi. Let's head out of that. In here we've got aeroplane mode, or your normal mode, Bluetooth settings. I don't know if this has 3G or Bluetooth. It didn't say on the listing that it did. Sound display, security and locations, applications, SD card, date and time, search, about device. About device would be useful to me now. Yep, the listing was correct. It's got 256 megabyte of RAM. It's running firmware 1.6. Although it said that it had been updated to 1.9, I don't know if it's going to show that or not. I'm familiar with how these devices work. Let's come out of that. On here we have my videos, my music, my photos, Magic Album, YouTube, picture capture, app market, Ethernet, Wi-Fi settings, file browser, 3G settings. Like I said, I don't think it has 3G, so I don't know why it has that. ADSL, that's mail it looks like, and camcorder. The camera on this is probably pretty dire. As you can see there, that's my kitchen ceiling. It doesn't look too bad, but then at the end of the day, it's not an expensive device, so that's fine. Mail, I'm going to go ahead and input all of my my details for that. Okay, so I just put in all of my details. The mail is actually working pretty damn well. There's nothing wrong with it. It goes pretty well, actually. It's pretty smooth. I won't show you all of these. My videos, let's go check that out. It appears to have a demo on there, so let's go watch that. Oh, it's a bit juddery at first, but it looks like it then irons out to being quite smooth, actually. Not the best aspect ratio in the world, however, I'm pretty sure that you could change that if you really wanted to. Just put whatever video you want on here through a compressor and change the size or something. My music, let's have a look at that. Work. There we go. I think I'm pressing it for too long. Test MP3, that's quite useful. It has some atrocious music on there, however, it is playing, so... Oh Jesus, stop playing! Oh God! No, stop. Fuck! Stop. Thank God for that. It's got Facebook on here. It said that it had Gmail on the listing, but I haven't actually seen Gmail. I'd assume that it just has support for it, because of course I tried it. Email, camcorder, camera, contacts, which is quite useful. It also has a calendar. As far as I'm aware, this also supports portrait mode. Let's go ahead and zoom out. So what we can do with that. I think the button to flip it up is there. That's not too bad, actually. That looks pretty good. And although closing that doesn't appear to be working. Oh, there we go. So I'd assume that might work for some sort of e-reading thing. The animation on that is quite slow now. I don't know why that is. Let's go ahead and flip back. So after going ahead and taking it right next to the router, it appears to have started working with the Wi-Fi. So of course, that's quite good, because now I can show you stuff online. It doesn't appear to have Internet Explorer on the front page, so we'll just go ahead and open up that and then click on the browser there. I'm not entirely sure what it will open. Oh, it comes up with the Japanese version of Google. That's awesome. Maybe you can go to... Oh, there we go. Google.com in English. That'll be handy. It's no iPad, this device. It really isn't. It won't run as smoothly. Of course, the App Store isn't going to be as damn good as the iTunes is. However, I think this is pretty good for £90. I personally would... Well, I am happy with my purchase. It's quite slow. However, I think that it's quite slow because it's still loading images on the website. Go back, go home, leave. There we go. Let's go and watch YouTube. Let's see what's on there. Taking a bit of time to load. It's not a problem. The first episode that comes up is not even from our channel. That's great. Let's go ahead and watch the Nokia N900 music overview. Why not, hey?
Hey guys, what's up? It's John here from TechSeven.net, and why is it so cool? This is a video for Flytouch.
The quality is something to note. It's not the best quality, however, because it's a small device and because it's streaming off the internet, that doesn't really bother me that much. However, what does bother me is the fact that the video is quite jerky. When it comes down to it, I actually think that this is a damn good device for the price. £90 isn't really anything at the end of the day, especially for a device like this. It's going to be quite fun to use out and about. It's pretty much everything that they said it was going to be. It works pretty well. It's not the the most perfect device in the world, but like I said, £90. It's not going to be any iPad, is it? It's not going to be at all like it. So I'm pretty happy with this, actually. This is pretty damn good. I fully recommend this device if you want to buy it. I will link you guys to the eBay seller that sold it to me. However, I would like to note that I'm not endorsing him at all. It's just that I found it extremely difficult to find these devices online. They were a total bitch to get hold of. So to come across a seller that was selling them for £90 each, it was pretty good. So I'll link him in the description below, and I hope you have enjoyed watching.